Executive orders are another example of a pretty controversial informal power that modern day presidents tend to use a lot. So we know that Congress's job is to pass laws. The frustration from the president's standpoint is that oftentimes the president will promise things to the citizens when they get elected, but then they depend on Congress to do their thing. Congress, for a bunch of different reasons, doesn't pass nearly as many laws as it used to. There's no agreement. So this often leaves presidents in a difficult position because they made promises that they can't cash in on. Modern day presidents have engaged in what are called executive orders. Executive orders are regulations signed by the president that carry the weight of law. So it's sort of like the president making a law instead of Congress. Clearly, this infuriates Congress because this is supposed to be their job. There are some pretty famous examples of executive orders. Harry Truman issued Executive Order 9981, which banned racial discrimination and segregation in the military. This is a good thing. Congress was unwilling to take this step, so the president took this into his own hands and sort of made this declaration, this executive order that ended segregation in the armed forces. President Trump's today use of the border wall. This was not necessarily a law passed by Congress, but this stems from an executive order. This is clearly one of the promises that Trump had made to his voters was that he was going to build this wall along the border with Mexico. Congress has been able to unable to come up with much of an agreement. So most of this wall has been constructed through the use of an executive order. Again, this is more of a declaration from the president that has the force of law than an actual law being passed by Congress itself.